Today, a couple got married inside the penguin exhibit that I work at. A world where a baby elephant has a fluffy ostrich as a pillow is my kind of world. Group stole my phone while I was in the bathroom. Joke's on them. Now I have a cherished memory stored in my phone. Cheetah sees photographer napping under a tree and decides to join in. My sister just saw this beautiful family out for a drive in Taiwan. My local water park is draining their pools, but before they do, they're having a doggy day where you can bring your dogs and have them splash around and play for a while. Seeing little things like this restores my faith in the decency of humanity. Please do not disturb this palette. Baby raccoon nest in the middle, a delicate scale. Yep. Boof. Stop what you're doing and look at this happy goat instead. Me, thinking my mum who died when I was 7 will never get to meet my future boyfriend, only to find out she was his kindergarten teacher. Such a wonderful month at the shelter. We are now empty. Everyone got adopted. The perfect t-shirt doesn't exist. Introverted, but willing to discuss cats. When you're sad, just look at how happy this man is with his onion. Met my best friend on GTA a couple of years ago, and we just met in real life. Breaking news, toucans can loaf. He is officially banana bread. Toucans can loaf. What's a universal thing that most men like? I'm making a comic, but I just realized that I don't actually know any men in real life. Throwing large rocks into bodies of water from great heights. My grandpa has been growing an orange tree, and he made my grandma take pictures of him with it before we went to church. God creating dogs. Waterproof that chicken and give it a kazoo. Every time I come home, this is the first face that greets me. Someone fed him a pickle. Ew, gross. I understand the reaction. Don't forget to water your bears. Why did God make this one of his most brutal killing machines? Artist rendition of how cats spread their little feeties when they stretch. This is an emotion that I as a human being am very sorry I don't have. Support your local artists. I would rather be replaced by crows than AI. Saved him from my collie, but I need not have worried for he was already armed with a blade. Dangerous weapon. Take it off him before he hurts someone. I got my grandma an Xbox as a joke on Christmas, and now she's been playing for 3 days straight, and I can't get her to stop. Me, when I'm in an area. Content warning. Violence. The tweet author flagged this tweet as showing sensitive content. Show. No! Too violent. I heard my husband whispering to our daughter about ordering something on Amazon for her. Then I came home from the grocery store today to this. Mother of God. It's a ham sandwich. My grandma got a fidget spinner for her 85th birthday, and look at how happy she is. This little Japanese girl and her pet poodle will make your day. An 8-year-old boy won $1,000 and gave it all away to his 2-year-old neighbor who has cancer. Local shelter posted this adoption today. Going to a good owner. The best present anyone could receive. Snapped a picture of this little boy writing a note to his dad on an airplane. Dad, I love you. You are so important to me. 80 strangers form a human chain to rescue drowning family. Apology accepted. What species are they? I stacked them. Sorry. It's in Brazil. On my way to steal your garden veggies. Can't stop thinking about the gleam in the eye of this rock Hyrax. Not to mention his knowing smile. Lol, I hate it here. Would you like it if someone took a photo of you on your commute to work? After years of renting apartments without enough space for a dog, I finally saved enough to mortgage a house with a yard and adopted this sweet girl. Today in class, our professor held someone's baby for them, but got tired of holding her, so he asked to wear the baby carrier. Teen trespasses to play basketball at gym. Cops called to take him away, buys him membership instead. When you take care of things, they last. So sweet. Puppy kissing booth. Donations welcome. Guiding eyes for the blind. A note hanging from this taxi driver's steering wheel. Dear Dad, thank you for working so hard for us. I love you a lot. Love Ressi. So my grandpa is 93 and still takes my grandma on dates weekly. Here's them getting ready this morning. This dog has helped my sister cope with being bullied because of her Down syndrome. He's like family now. My grandma finds an excuse to bring a cake to any family gathering. Football. So this person is tired of seeing everyone's boyfriend taking them on paint and picnic dates. So their dog took them on one instead. The Joey comes out, but it's a better idea to just leave it in. Be me. They call me Egg Boy. I cook all the eggs. Hey Egg Boy, we need more eggs. Never happier than when making eggs. Mum tried to call her inside, but she was enjoying her pot of dirt. My dad thinks I'm 2,000 miles away. I'm not. I'm here to surprise him for his birthday. Turns out we unintentionally twinned. If Mum can't come to prom pictures, take prom pictures to Mum. Kick cancer's butt. Me holds doggy. Doggy is hold. Pink skies are the most beautiful thing. I saw this guy in South Korea and asked him if he knew what his shirt said. He didn't speak English. I don't don't need life. I'm high on drugs. My wife makes 3 times more than I do a month. You think I'm embarrassed? You think I'm hurt not being the breadwinner? Not one bit. I do the dishes like the good little husband I am. Good husband behavior does not go unrewarded. I'm so happy for the New Jersey bull who escaped slaughter. He lives in a sanctuary now. He did it. May we all meet such a fate as the New Jersey Transit bull someday. Escape, stardom, sanctuary. They named this cat after the Pringles guy. I need him immediately. Mr. P, age, 3 years. Likes, biting. Dislikes, almost everyone. Happy 3-year anniversary to working in a coffee shop at 6 a.m. And my first customer was this lady in a fox costume on her way to surprise chase her daughter, who was afraid of mascots, down the street in Chicago. Mum was pregnant with me, so she missed her prom. 18 years later, I took her to mine. Behold, my glorious Sunday pot roast. This pot roast will be even better than the last. Well, write down my recipe if you want it. A thread of women that could make me cheat on my girl. And that concludes this thread. If you know me, you know how much I loved my hair, but I love my dad more. You got this, homie. He couldn't come to homecoming, so I brought homecoming to him. Screw cancer homecoming. Frida, the rescue dog, now has her own mural in Mexico City. Spotted this specimen trying to dance the other week. He stopped when he saw us laughing. This Dutchman swam 195 kilometers without stopping for 3 days straight to raise money for cancer research. Millionaire builds 99 homes to reduce homelessness in his town. This man is recycling old picnic coolers into shelters for stray cats for the winter. We have been married for 31 years. How did you meet? I saw her on a bus, put my watch in my pocket, sat down next to her, and asked her for the time. Heart-melting pictures of aging dogs show them grow from puppyhood to old age. Shout out to my nephew. His school had a millionaire bash for the kids that read over 1 million words in this school year. Celebs for the day. Who decided that dragons have arms? They don't need them. Dragons need arms to hug. God damn it. You're right. My parents don't have grandchildren yet, so this is what's on their bedside table in the guest room. Picture of baby elephant napping in mother's arms after their reunion and TN goes viral. Pink Floyd's David Gilmour sold his guitars for $21 million and donated everything to fight climate change. I've been hearing a frog singing from under our wind chimes for a month or so, but today I found out it's not just one frog. It's a whole secret society. Guy who sits behind me in the office brought me flowers today, even though I tie his shoes together under his desk at least once a week. Some things never change. Just a happy fella on his birthday. That is all. This is the best tattoo we have ever seen. Greco-Roman? Nah, I'm talking about Gecko-Roman. Romp, romp, romp. Haunting footage the government doesn't want you to see. Shout out creatures who look like raw meat. Nobody showed up to the Zoom class. I am lonely this morning. Nobody wants to talk with me. Learn things. Someone recreated a Bob Ross painting in Minecraft. Sister, his hair is on fire. Me, yup. Does it hurt him? Is he okay? No, it doesn't hurt. He's okay, it happens. What is that? Is he a turtle? No, that's his tire. He uses it to blow people up. I like him. He's my friend. Can you take my picture with him? If you could speak for 1 minute and be heard by everybody in the world, what would you say? It gets better, but you've got to love and forgive yourself first. Someone in the neighborhood Facebook group my mum belongs to washed a coyote because they thought it was a dog. Lost dog found. No collar and seems to be a bit aggressive. Also doesn't like baths, but she was pretty dirty. Took most of the night, but she's resting comfy now in the bed. Hey, you know what's neat? I fit into a costume meant for a 5-year-old. My old man matches his drink with his outfit. Literally me. Me, H2O. Campfire that I no longer plan on using. If dogs actually played poker, they would be awful at bluffing. Their tails would give them away. Not necessarily. They could be wagging their tails whether they are bluffing or not because they're just happy to be playing poker with their friends. When I first told my wife I loved her, she replied with, "That's dangerous." When we married a year ago, she snuck this inscription onto my ring. Told you it was dangerous. Yo, can you take a picture of my waves for the gram? This side of NY hospitality, the media doesn't want you to see. This is my grandfather. I admire him a lot because despite his age, he is building a wall in the middle of the house because he can't stand my grandmother anymore. What nice thing happened to you today that put a smile on your face? My granddaughter and her friend told me I'm a cool grandma and all of her friends love me. Every year, my whole town is closed to traffic because everybody has dinner on the streets. Around 12,000 people. This is just my street. Mallorca, Spain. Marine Corps Vietnam War veterans recreate photo after being apart for 50 years. Taxi driver helps blind passenger walk into McDonald's. My little brother has a crush on this girl and he invited her over for for dinner? I'm the chef, and I'm geeked. Man who's obsessed with becoming a dad loses nearly half of his body weight on a carnivore diet consisting of meat, eggs, and dairy to improve his fertility. Used by Mario, 2015. Best if used by Mario. What about Luigi? Gentle parenting is effective. Do you, as an adult, learn by getting screamed at and belittled? Sit down with your children and be empathetic to their feelings. They're human. Whenever I'm sad, I think about Clifford and his mum, and it never fails to cheer me up. Even though Clifford is all grown up, he's still his mother's little puppy. Today, my anthro professor said something kind of really beautiful. You all have a little bit of "I want to save the world" in you. That's why you're here in college. I want you to know that it's okay if you only save one person, and it's okay if that person is you. Now, why is Jamarcus eating my roses? He literally pulled that one down. A rabbit named Jamarcus got me howling. Tutorial. Brush him. Thank you. I learned a lot. This family built their son a special wheelchair so he could feel the sea. This children's hospital allows kids to drive themselves to operating rooms in fun electric cars. Happy first birthday to Delaney and her great-great-grandmother, Rosalie, who turned 100. They share the same birthday, 99 years apart. Walked into a class of 200 to give this to a girl and got this text. I'm dead. Hello, Daniel. This is the boyfriend of the girl you gave a Starbucks drink today. I'm texting you to thank you for making her smile and being very classy about it. Adding that don't text if you have a boyfriend part. Anyways, we thought I should text you just so you know. It's my birthday and not even my family called me. I'm sad and I really like olives. Please put on as many black olives as you can. I want you to put on so many black olives that you start to question mine and your own sanity, as much as you can include without being fired. Thank you. And of course they listened. A lot of olives. This is what I imagine when someone tells me they're studying food engineering. In London, there's a woman who goes every day on the underground and sits on the platform just to listen to the announcement recorded by her husband in 1950. Postcard from child from camp. Not dead yet. My grandparents' first and last photos together. Here's a picture of my aunt who lives in Argentina, who treated her taxi to lunch because he, out of a few, was willing to drive her. Sometimes I feel like I'm worthless. No, don't say that. Everybody cares about you. Sometimes I feel like I'm worthless. Dude, that's not true. I could easily sell you on the dark web for 500k. My mum made my dad dress up and presented him with the Best Husband Oscar. I want to be this extra as a wife. A stranger slipped me this note under the bathroom stool when they heard me crying. I don't know what you're going through, but know you are worthy of smiling today and every day. Women don't deserve rights. Agreed. Women should be treated like queens. Yeah, just be nice to everyone. Hell yeah. For rent, fishing boat with an experienced crew. This girl took a cardboard cutout of Danny DeVito to prom. When he found out, he made a cardboard cutout of her and brought it to work. National treasure. Success is like being pregnant. Everyone says congrats, but nobody knows how many times you were fucked. When my daughter's rat, Wasabi Bobby, is nervous or in a new situation, he holds her hand for comfort. The best kind of birds are the really short and fat ones. I love them. Beautiful. This is the best bird in the world. Best $20 you can spend. Just a couple of cowboys out shopping. There's a new coffee shop in the West Loop, and this is what they decided to call it. Eat me, milk me. Mums with their newborns. Oh my god, he's the most beautiful baby ever. He looks just like me. Newborn. Big fan of this cinematic universe where Pedro Pascal just wanders around collecting random orphans, like they're Pokemon. I just yelled at Ralph for licking his paws and he responded, "Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder." Very funny to me that there is an entire play behavior in birds that this paper calls co-lying. They just lie on the ground together. I can only find pictures of Australian magpies doing this, but it's noted in ravens. An incredible gift. This is a shirt I used to wear. Whenever you hold it, know I am there. Love, Granddad. Friendly reminder to check you're not holding tension in your body. Let your shoulders drop, unclench your hands and jaw. Take a deep breath, much better. This is such a genuine reminder. I ordered a dress online and it came out horrible, but my mum remade it to this. I've never been more thankful. I walked into my kitchen and I had the strangest feeling that I was being watched. Lonnie Johnson, a NASA engineer, invented the Super Soaker. He made your childhood hot summers fun. Instead of buying your children all the things you never had, you should teach them all the things you were never taught. Material wears out, but knowledge stays. Police stop traffic on highway to save a hurt dog. Just saw the most foul product I've ever seen in my life at this truck stop in Montana. Who enjoys this? Who are you people? I have been growing out my hair for 3 years after I first heard you can give them to a charity that makes wigs for children with cancer. Today was the day to cut them all off, send them in and start over again. again. Hopefully I can make as much kids as possible happy with a new set of hair. One of the nicest things I've seen. You're a good man. We welcomed our firstborn 5 days ago. Our dog Lucy has been on watch ever since. He cried slightly this AM, and she immediately went to make sure everything was okay, and stayed until he fell back asleep. Love them both. Proving that the size of your heart matters more than your physical size. Ridvan Seluk was brave enough to save many lives during the recent earthquake that hit Turkey on October 30th. The 3-foot man took advantage of his dwarfism to reach cramped spaces to pull out victims who were alive and trapped in the debris. In temperatures below 10 degrees Celsius, he worked non-stop for over 4 days to save many lives. Anyone know this man or who posted this? There's a huge group of ladies in LA who would like to do something special. Can you pass him our invitation, Max? Dancing man, we don't know much about you, but a photo on the internet suggested that you wanted to dance and were made to feel like you shouldn't be. We want to see you dance freely, and if you would have us, we would love to dance with you. We are prepared to throw quite the dance party just for you. To be clear, it's 1,727 of us, and we are all women. If this isn't appealing, we're okay with taking no as an answer, but we'd like you to know the offer stands. May we have this dance? Sincerely, an occasionally over-enthusiastic group of young women in California. Hey Cassandra, keep me posted about your dance party. Dancing man found. Never be ashamed of yourself. Yay Twitter! Dancing man found. We are going to dance. And of course, it happened. The GOAT. Apparently in Hawaii, if you let a bus merge ahead of you, the driver can press a, what do you call that button? I know they use that for scuba diving. Okay, so I just found out that my granddad leaves my grandma love notes in random places for her around the house to find throughout her day. Be right back, going to cry. This person. Hey, saw the parking police roll up, about to give your car a ticket. I ran over, pulled out my keys and said, sorry, I'm right here. She drove off. If you're reading this, pass on the karma. If the cops are reading this, these aren't the I don't know what that says, I'm sorry. Boy doing his homework under a streetlight goes viral, and a millionaire takes notice. Okay, but I kinda wanna know the second part of the story. Nobody dared go near the tower. A fearsome dragon sat on its top, until one day a knight rode up. Do you need help to get down? Please. Made him a pillow fort because he's scared of lightning. In 1998, I ran over a woman while drunk driving and never went to prison. Wait, this isn't wholesome. This is my last note my grandfather left my grandmother before he died. He attached it to his will because he knew she would find it. This I will remember when the rest of life is through. The finest thing I've ever done is simply loving you. Literally had a customer come up to me as I was making her drink and said, your name shouldn't be Finn. It means fair-haired and you have dark hair. Thanks, man. Walks up to a guy named John. You are not the Baptist. Hey, my name's John. Well, Jonathan. We've been feeding a small family of 4 crows, mated pair and their 2-year-old kids, for several years. Last week, 2 days in a row, they left these gifts, pulled tabs threaded onto pine twigs. This isn't only generous, it's creative, it's art. My mind is blown. I can't remember how to write 1, 1000, 51, 6, and 500 in Roman numerals. I'm livid. Everyone go home. Puns are done. 2009 was the year my dad died. 2009 was the year I lived in my car and cried myself to sleep on Thanksgiving. 2019 is the year my album and song went #1. 2019 is the year I told my mum I can buy her a house. Anything can happen in a decade. Tomorrow is the beginning of your anything. My grandma wanted to see the ocean one last time before checking into a hospice. Her face says it all. I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna look it up. So it's care for people who have a terminally ill condition. That's sad. You buy a 50L backpack and you're confronted by the genie that lives inside it. He tells you he will fill the bag with whatever item you wish and you can keep it, so long as you can carry it for 1 mile. What would you fill the bag with? All my woes and misery. Then I'll sit the backpack down and walk away. Smart. This is smart. I mean, they did say anything. It doesn't have to be tangible. I mean, an item. No, it has to be tangible. That's not an item. I'm sorry. I'm being a nerd right now.